Welcome to The Queen's Lair, a lifestyle podcast. Get inspired by our latest tips and information about small business, entrepreneurship, natural hair, travel, food, and even relationships. Stay tuned for another great episode. I am your host, Renee Patrice. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into my podcast once again. I've been catching up on these batch recordings and some of the things that have been going on out in the atmosphere, and I never really got a chance to talk about the Brittney Griner situation. For those that I would think you would know about it by now, but if you don't, she's a WNBA star, and she has been sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison. She's a 7-time All-Star, and she was detained in Russia, I believe on February 17th, for carrying marijuana concentrate in her luggage. And of course, what she was using for pain relief is not against the law here in the States. I believe it was hashish oil, which is widely used now, not only in this country, but in many other countries as well. But in Russia, it is a banned substance. So the way that Russia is looking at this is that they are making this into kind of a smuggling situation where this was just not the case. And it's clear that it's been made clear that that's not the case, but that's the way that they are treating it. And it is become very political because, of course, the unrest that is happening right now in Russia and areas immediately around Russia, and the United States relationship with Russia, which is not the positive thing. We're not kumbaya with them. I think most people are well aware of that. So it's very hard to watch a situation such as this. She's a decorated player, doesn't have, a spotty record. She is married. She has a wife. She just has a great background and upstanding background, and character-wise, for her to be caught up in the middle of this, obviously creating it into a political situation. And it's very tough to watch. I definitely did not think that she was going to get 9 years. I think there were some experts saying that she's looking at 8 or 9 years, and I thought, maybe she'll get maybe even half that. I figured once it's Russia, she's gonna get time. I never thought that she would come off scot-free without doing time, but I did not think that they would go for the bigger time frame. So that was definitely very disheartening to watch go down, but I don't think that she was very surprised at it. I don't even want to say surprised at it, but you're still shaken up because that's a big chunk of your life, and that is a big chunk of her career, I mean, it's just, how do you reckon that? You know what I mean? This is a person who most likely this will end her career. You don't really have a whole lot of players who are in their 40s. She is, I believe, 31. And I believe she'll be 32 this year. And so by the time that she's out, she will, she'll be 40, and it's just, I don't know. It's such a tough situation. I definitely feel for her. I feel for her. I feel for her wife, family, just the WNBA getting roped into all of this for an honest mistake. I know that people, even if it's an honest mistake, you still have to pay, and I understand that. But this is one of those situations where the punishment does not fit the crime, because even the courts, the Russian courts, acknowledged that we know that in other countries this is widely used, and we acknowledge that, but it's illegal here. But the fact that they're admitting that it's widely used is like, okay, we understand how you could be moving about your day, not thinking and packing your bag and, not realizing, not even thinking twice about it, because many places that she will, travel to have no issue with it. I thought that was going to be the open door for them to lessen the time, but it just doesn't seem to be the case. But I would just put this out to anybody traveling and whatever you do. I know I'm a stickler for reading all the rules and regulations of places that I'm traveling to when I travel foreign, because you just don't know what is what, all of the certain, stuff that you use on your face and creams and this, that, and the other. You have to be, careful that it's even allowed in some of these other countries. I know we have all these different creams for our faces with all these long, chemical words in them, and they may be something that's banned. Something so simple could be banned in another country. So we have to really pay attention to that stuff. And I understand that this is like the huge mistake, even when she was being detained and not being told the details of what was going on. That's a tough situation to be in. I'm hoping that that her lawyers are able to appeal and maybe lessen the sentence. I know there's talk of prisoner exchange, and so I don't even know how that works politically, honestly. That's a very dicey situation as well, because I think there's another American reporter that is over there in Russia as well. And it's definitely a tough story to stomach for sure. But, we just have to keep our thoughts out there, and I hate to say thoughts and prayers, because thoughts and prayers are so fleeting these days, but our support behind her legal team, because they're definitely going to need it. The Russian government is not messing around. They never have, to be honest. Like I said, it kind of shocked me to a certain extent, but not, because in these sort of things, when you're dealing with countries such as this, it could go either way. There's not a love there. There's not a camaraderie with them. So it's just one of those things that you can expect it to go all the way left, and it did. So, we're definitely have her in our thoughts, and, also pray that her strength, because we don't know what these other prisons are like. We have no idea. That's one thing I always tell people. Don't get locked up in no foreign jail, because you don't know how they treat their prisoners. You don't know what they do, their torture tactics, and all sorts of things. It really becomes a very ugly situation. So I'm hoping that she is able to mentally come through this, because 9 years is a lot of time. Let's not sugarcoat it. 9 years, 3 years, all right, you may be able to get through. She does have some time served already, but 9 years is a long time, and that can mentally take an effect on you in ways that, your mental health can already be, an issue. So definitely thinking about her, the whole WNBA association, and yeah, I just kind of wanted to give my my thoughts on that, and let's just see where this goes. I know it's funneled up to the presidential administration, and it's something circulating, the White House as of right now, actually, and supposedly some negotiations happening. So let's see what happens with that, and just grant these people wisdom to know the best way to go about this, because this is an extremely tricky situation. All right, you guys. I know that wasn't the most uplifting subject matter, but people have asked me what I thought about it, and I really have been avoiding talking about it until there was a verdict. So now that the verdict is out, I just wanted to give my commentary on it. You know what we do over here: like, share, subscribe to this podcast, and share it with someone who you think would find value out of it. We talk about lifestyle, branding, we talk about business, marketing, all sorts of things over here. But more than anything, I give you my perspective as a small business owner and entrepreneur. It's just kind of like an open door to my life and how I deal with all these different things. And hopefully it will encourage you, it will bless you, it will make you laugh. Sometimes it'll make you cry. Yeah, connect with me over on Instagram at Onyx Queen Media, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye. Online savings simplified. Don't search for coupon codes ever again. With one click, Honey's smart shopping assistant will automatically apply discounts to your cart in seconds. Save on all your favorite things. Easily pay less for products you're already buying online. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3. Join Honey for free. It takes 2 clicks to add Honey to your Chrome, Safari, Firefox, or Opera browser. Find savings in seconds. While you shop, Honey will find working promo codes across the entire internet, and you save instantly. With one click, Honey will apply the best deals to your cart. It's that easy. So what are you waiting for? Get Honey. Download it today. Visit our link, www.tinyurl.com/ONYXHONEY. That's www.tinyurl.com/Onyx Honey. Start saving right now.